you serious? Are you serious? Okay, guys, there's going to be earthquakes. Mike around the world had a conversation with me last night. We've got some information he has shared as it relates to the developments on the earth from the incoming gamma rays. Now, if you go to BP Earthwatch's website, go to his website, but if you go to his YouTube channel, he has put out a video about the gamma rays and how they're affecting the earth and how we're in this critical time. We're in this 15 days approaching the second wave of energy. But as it approaches, historically, we've seen some major mega quakes. In 2004, BP went back and studied the numbers. Just before a major wave of energy, gamma ray wave came from 55 light years away, 55,000 light years away. A gamma ray hit us on December 27th, 2004. A few days prior to that, there were some major quakes, 6.8 in Japan. There was an 8.1 in the northern Marquise Islands. There was a 9.1 that hit Indonesia in the northern Sumatra area, the northern of Indonesia, which ended up bringing a tsunami inland. You guys remember it in 2004. Killed 250,000 people. There were several more quakes. There were some big ones leading up to it, then the massive quake. Well, we got a wave coming. It's coming from about 8,000 light years away from an explosion. This thing is going to hit us on apparently December 26, 27. The key about this one is, though, according to Mike Around the World, you can watch for earthquakes to start happening as it builds up, headed toward us. We're already seeing it. We just had the 6.5 in Northern California, off the coast of Ferndale, California. We just had the 7.8 there in the Solomon Islands, followed by a 6.5 in the Solomon Islands, a 6.9, and 50 other aftershocks over 5.0. And it's still happening. Mike Around the World has given us a report. I'm going to be talking to BP Earthwatch about some of these notes as well as what BP has been literally around the clock, has been digging through past information. The last time we got hit with a gamma ray, this thing is huge though, and it's unbelievable what's happening. Mike Around the World believes that today or tomorrow, within a 48-hour window, so anytime between, let's say, today, tomorrow, maybe even Tuesday around noon, look for a major quake to hit. Also, in other words, a high probability it could happen. Certainly, it's almost guaranteed it will happen sometime in December 26th, 27th, 28th, or 29th. Somewhere in that window, look for a major quake of somewhere between 8 and 9 on the scale as the power from this gamma ray comes. Now, some of the other warnings that he is sharing with us is there's been some serious earth changes. We'll start seeing some large auroras in the skies in December. If you see this, the sky will then begin to change to a golden color. Radiation levels will increase, drying out the earth, bringing droughts during the year of 2017. Now, right now, the government has a gag order on reporting increased radiation levels. But according to Mike, they're actually off the charts, but the government is not allowing the reports of them to be made known. He even says the Geiger counters have been recalibrated to show not to show the true numbers. Also, vegetation will suffer greatly as photosynthesis will be interrupted by this incoming radiation from these gamma rays. Plants will bud out of season and look for droughts to get very severe. Also, meteor storms, cosmic particles of nickel and iron pellets, very small, will begin to rain down upon the earth, causing fires. These meteor storms have already happened before on the moon and on Mars previously from other gamma ray explosions, but we are going to get the brunt of it this time. The Earth's crustal displacement will take place. The crust of the Earth will start to shift. Rock and magma is already beginning to move beneath the surface. Sulfur and methane gases will be released. Prepare for an ash environment and dangerous volcanic activity, especially like Italy and Tomasso's volcano. Also, the water beneath the ocean is superheating as the magma is being released in fissures and as new fault zones are forming and new openings are taking place. He says it's part of the reason we've had so many fish kills, as the fish are actually boiling in a lot of cases, although this is not being reported by the media. The sun is also impacting the earth. The sun is very vulnerable right now as it has huge gaping holes in its coronal atmosphere. The earth is very vulnerable. The earth is wobbling and the electromagnetic properties are changing. There's 3 other planets also going through similar transformation. And when our magnetic shields went down, so did 3 other planets. Magnetic shields go down because of a binary system that's affecting our solar system. The Earth, new fault lines are going to start forming, especially in Ontario, Canada, Saskatchewan, Canada, along a path from Iowa to Louisiana, and in both North and South Dakotas. This is why fracking is continuing to go on in some portions of the world, because fracking, besides mining for the gases and coals and different things, fossil fuels, fracking is also relieving some pressure points of our planet. So look for some gravitational changes. Look for health problems on people to increase. There will be heavy leg pain, heavy leg syndrome. People's bones will ache. Blood pressures will change. And there will be a lot of folks fainting. Why? Because blood pressures will actually go lower. People will start fainting. And also look for an epidemic of cancer all over the world as the radiations increase. These are just a handful of things. I've got a ton of more information I want to share with you. And I'm going to talk to BP Earthwatch tonight live. BP Earthwatch will be my guest live on Sunday Night Live. 3 hours of power. We got to get real. You got to understand. Well, Paul, this was a lot of stuff you just said. You know what? Everything that I just read actually is a biblical sign in the Bible. That Jesus said that there would be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars, and distress of nations with perplexity. The sea, the waves will be roaring. Men's hearts will fail them for fear, for looking after those things coming upon the earth. For the powers of heaven shall be shaken. Then shall we see the sign of the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. And when these things begin to come to pass, he said, look up, lift up your head, for your redemption draweth nigh. The Bible talks about wars and rumors of wars, earthquakes in diverse places. Talks about the stars will fall from the heavens will be shaken, where all of these things are increasing in these last days. Demonic activity will increase. There will be the New World Order, of course, is already working on their agenda, but we have a lot of transformation, a lot of effects taking place. We got to cover all this tonight, as the second wave of energy is 15 days away. We're beginning to see the effects of it. And historically in 2004, we know what happened then, but this is much greater now. What does it all mean? And it will last another 100 days after that. We'll have to talk about that after the 100 days. But let's get into just the approach, And oh, by the way, don't forget, Comet 45P Honda is going to make its arrival and its approach of the Earth, which will be February 11th, 12th, and 13th, extremely close to the Earth. Won't hit us, but it will affect the sun and solar activity toward the Earth. And, the sun could blow the thing apart, make a lot of smaller parts for us to drive through its tail. I don't know. We'll just keep an eye on it. That's another part of the equation we got to watch. That's Comet 45P Honda. It should be visible by the naked eye on New Year's Eve. Again, this could be a December to remember. I'll be back with more current world events and how they relate to Bible prophecy. Don't miss tonight's Sunday Night Live. Sunday Night Live. My guest, BP Earthwatch, starting at 7 p.m. Eastern at my website at www.paulbegleyprophecy.com. Also, new live stream, Roku satellite, Blog Talk Radio, and you can watch it live right here on this YouTube channel.